childbirth in a horoscope, and what are the general issues if native has a problem related with the childbirth, and how we can rectify and how we can combine the astrovastu uh, with a horoscope. So without any further delay, let's begin with today's discussion. So, so the very first thing is in regards to the childbirth is house number 5. So out of 12 houses, the house number 5 gives us the signification for a childbirth. Along with that, we have other houses also, but the house number 5 has a major role to play. And I'm going to discuss in this video what are the combinations for a childbirth, and how a native face a problem in particular dasha or a transit. So if there are certain remedies which can be done, if the remedies are really helpful or not. And of course the medical treatment is of course needed, so there is no doubt about it. But yes, if a couple has a childbirth issue, so and they meet any astrologer, so what astrologer can do, at least he can let them know that these are the issues, and he can let them know the combinations and why there is a suffering. And of course he will share the perfect and the best remedies, and of course the rest of the thing is um, in the hands of God, and of course your destiny will come and play its role. So let me begin with my second slide. So here I've mentioned some of the rules for childbirth. So it is not only limited to these rules. There are many rules. So I have decided to put a part 2 and 3, and wherever needed I can put an advanced video also, where we will go into nakshatra level, and we will check through Krishna Paddhati, we will check through Gemini, and there are other techniques also. We can see a childbirth thing, and we will try to find out the probability of of the root cause of a problem. So as I said, that the 5th house is the primary house for children, and the 2nd house signifies a family, because 2nd house shows a one member addition into a family. So 2nd house is also important, and 11th house is a house of gain. So any gain, whether it's a wealth or a child. So 11th house is also very important when we look at the childbirth. And this is the 5th house I was talking about, where we see children. So if the 5th house has a fertile sign like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, these all are the watery sign. So these are the fertile sign. If the sign is one of them, is of course gives us a very good effect or a combination. And there are other infertile sign also, like Aries, Gemini, Leo, and Virgo. And most of the guys know that the Aries and Leo are a fiery sign, and these two signs are there in the 5th house. So native might have some problem in regards to the childbirth. And I am showing in this chart that this is the Aries ascendant chart, where 5th house has a Leo sign, and its Lord Sun in the house of loss, which is house number 12 or house number 8. So if the Lord goes into these houses or house number 6, it gives a problem. So these are the general signification on a very basic level. And when we talk about the planet involved for the childbirth, so the primary karaka is Jupiter. So if Jupiter is well placed in the horoscope, or Jupiter is aspecting the 5th house, it's a good sign. And along with that, if Venus is also well placed, and if there is no affliction to Venus, and of course there is no affliction to Jupiter as well, it gives a good sign for a childbirth. And as I said, that we also need to look at the Lord of the 5th house, that it should not be in 8, 12, and sixth, so because these houses are called Dusthana houses. And along with that, we need to see the D9 and D7 chart. So there are again a lot of combination we need to look at into D9 and D7, and we need to look at the Kshetrisfuta, Bijasfuta. So there are a lot of combinations, as I said, that I'll be discussing in my upcoming videos, and I have a plan to put a one uh, advanced level video also where I'll talk about the multiple probability and combination